Now request Professor Ujjwal Kumar Chaudhary, Pro Vice Chancellor, ADA MAS University West Bengal. बहुत देर से हम उनको देख रहे थे पर्दे पर. He is there, I think. So we now request Professor Ujjwal Chaudhary to kindly give his address.
Already several points have been brought in, so I do not want to get into any theoretical discussion, and very good points have been brought in earlier. Professor Pardhi requested me to summarize everyone's talk as well. We'll do that a bit later. In our education, when I was a student of, I mean, we are always a student of communication, but when I was formally a student, I learned one sociological theory: media mediates social change. And for a long time, we really took that to heart and practiced it. Yes, much of the later media, particularly in practice, we found to be very different. But I would like to highlight today that though a large part of media is commercialized completely and focusing on many things that we might criticize ideally, not getting into that, there have been successful media practices, instances through which social change has been upheld. So I'll go straight to the topic. For example, media's positive role was there after the Nirbhaya case. We know the Nirbhaya case, and media played a very positive role after the horrific rape and murder, gang rape and murder of Nirbhaya or Jyoti Singh, after which a new law was passed. That law would not have been unless the people were on the ground and media had taken it up in a very big manner. Obviously, the India Against Corruption movement also got a media's huge support, and that led to Jan Lokpal Bill as well, we know. Women's right to say no. I really appreciate Pink, the film Pink, to take it up so strongly, and a person of the status of Amitabh Bachchan working in it, to put forth this point of women's right to say no. Family planning campaign during Indira rule, many of us are above 50 here, so we would remember the role in our young days, how Hum Do, Hamare Do sort of campaign was taken up by media. When we say media, by the way, it's not just news media. There are three types of media: news media, entertainment media, and brand communication, or communication or persuasion. So all the three media, when we look at, the family planning campaign was one of the most successful campaigns in social change, social behavior change in India. Recently, LGBTQ movement, yes, there were some positive verdicts of the Supreme Court, and LGBTQ movement was taken very well by some films. Fire, if you remember, Shabana Azmi and Nandita Das. Fire, My Brother Nikhil, if you remember, it was both on AIDS and on homosexuality. It was taken up very well, and Juhi Chawla acted in that. The Pink Mirror and many other films are there on the LGBTQ. Anti-AIDS campaign. If you remember the Balbir Pasha campaign, kya Balbir Pasha ko AIDS hoga? The question was raised to basically look at the reasons why AIDS happens. So it was a very good campaign, anti-AIDS campaign, in fact. And there have been many other campaigns as well. The polio campaign. The polio campaign, in which, again, Amitabh Bachchan and Priyanka Chopra and many others participated. The polio campaign has been a very successful campaign as well. It was both in audiovisual content and in written content, and also in brand communication, branding content. There has been also Greenathon, saving the climate change related content has also come in the Indian media in a very big manner. Empathy to people with disease or disability. If you remember, Rani Mukherjee and Amitabh Bachchan acted Black, or Dear Zindagi. So on mental illness, Black was on other illness, Alzheimer and the blindness, and Dear Zindagi was on mental illness. So such films actually brought forth issues that we need to understand for a social change of attitude towards people with disability or mental illness or some disease for that matter. So through some of these examples show that there have been good case studies, and there are many more. I'm just not getting into many examples to save time. So there are many more good examples have been there. So when we uphold media and its role in front of the youngsters who are students of our universities, we need not look at the negative side of media, because the more we say about the negative side, that becomes further reiterated and reinforced. Let's look at the positive sides as well, and there have been many positives. The next point I'd like to bring forth is media literacy as a concept and a paper or a course must be there in every university wherever media is taught. In my opinion, today media literacy, as we would know, is becoming so important that it should be learned by non-media students also. But at least for media students, it must be. I'm happy in the audience, there's Dr. Amrish Saxena, who is the DME Dean. The DME Dean, and our university, by the way, our university is Adamas, one word, not ADAMS, as has been noted earlier. It's Adamas, means uncut diamond in French. So Adamas University and Amrish Saxenaji's DME College of Indraprastha University together have developed a reasonably good 60-hour long media literacy course. And we have also brought in a 12 hours long shorter version, which we are bringing to the schools now, higher secondary schools. We have done it with the NCR schools. We'll be doing it with the Bengal schools soon. So media literacy, which talks about the positive role of media in development and social change. Media literacy, which differentiates between a good cinema and a bad cinema, and makes the youngsters understand the value of good cinema. Media literacy that makes youngsters understand what is false content, because I don't want to use the word fake news. If it is fake, it is not news. And if it is news, it is not fake. So it's false content for various reasons. And we know the difference between misinformation and disinformation. Disinformation is a far more criminal work than misinformation. So these media literacy should be brought in every institute teaching media. In my opinion, even other subject, liberal arts and sciences as well, because of false content and these things are becoming very acute. The other thing that I should highlight here is that pandemic has shown health and environmental communication, or in general science communication, which includes health and environment, they should also be brought forth before in every media course in the country. We give too much of importance to political journalism and business journalism. Yes, it's needed. I'm not against it. It is the bread and butter of journalism. I do agree. But going ahead, the development communication or social change communication with respect to health and environment would be a crucial point to be included. This also should be noted that there is a huge gap or schism or dichotomy between media academics and media practice. It's important, like a little earlier, Professor Om Thanviji was speaking about it, that it's important today in the context he was saying that he's from the field and has less experience of academics. Sir, it's very significant that you have come from such being an editor of Jansatta and many other important positions, you have come into academics. It's important. Today, it is very significant to note that media academics find media practice much below the values, and media practitioners find media academicians much bereft or separated or away from the practice. So it's important that there has to be this dichotomy or schism to be actually bridged, and more interaction should be done where senior practitioners and senior academics should come together. We're all doing our own little bit towards that. I really appreciate National Media Conclave. This is the fourth time, and I have been attending from the first one itself. And I find the sincerity, the timeliness, the punctuality of organizing without changing dates and all, I really appreciate. It's always during Mahatabji's birthday. It's a great effort that IMS and Padhi sir and team and Manoranjanji and all are doing, and on also the guidance of our very dear friend Sunilji. So this is one example of such a platform where practitioners and academicians are coming together. More and more it should happen. Padhi sir requested me also to, because being the last speaker, to also summarize a bit on the highlights of the people who have spoken earlier. I just would like to flag 1 point or maybe maximum 2 points of each person. Upendra Patil ji started by noting communication as a tool of social change, and this conference exploring that, how communication, and I like you are not saying only news, you are talking communication. Communication is much bigger in scope, as has been well highlighted by Om Thanvi ji. Sunil Behra ji talked about Gaon Majlis, a good example. In fact, in recent time, there has been a media platform called Gaon Connection. So Gaon Connection, on the similar thoughts, Gaon Majlis, the role of Gaon Majlis he brought in a very big manner, and Dr. Hare Krishna Mahtab ji's role there. He also talked about technology and communication impacting social change, because without understanding technology today, and let's understand, video storytelling will become the dominant storytelling mode going ahead. With the reading habit being limited and reading and viewing coming closer, reading and audio also coming closer. So video story making would be very significant. Just understand amplification of a story. A good story is a good story only when also it is understood, learned, or when it reaches a large audience. So amplification needs technology. Making video stories needs technology. So the role of technology of communication impacting social change, this was a significant point brought forth by Dr. Behra. Our chief guest, Dharmendra Pradhanji, very nicely spoke about Dr. Mehtab as institution who defines modern Odisha. And I really like that Sanchar, Samvad, and Samajik Parivartan, two sides of the same coin. Sanchar, Samvad on one side and Samajik Parivartan on the other side. Speaking about Dr. Mehtab, he has also said that he is not in a काल खंड, वे काल खंड में नहीं, एक विचार प्रवाह है, विचार प्रवाह रहे हैं, सिर्फ ओडिशा के लिए नहीं, भारत के लिए. That was a very good statement, and I really appreciate the good chest Hindi that the Honorable Minister, who is Odia born, spoke. Our Member of Parliament, Dr. Bhartrihari Mohtab, spoke about the improving conclave, the conclave that is going on, how it has improved in participation and content. He has spoken about it, which is very significant, I think. And the coming out of the resource center is another development of this time. Core values of media and accountability to its audience. This is very basics to media ethics. What are the core values of a media organization that we run, whichever organization that runs, and what is its accountability to the audience? He reminded us that. He also brought in an interesting concept called child's eye, that everyone, wherever he is, should have a child's eye. Dr. Sudhir Gavhane Saab spoke about, I really like the starting of his talk where he talked about demos and Cressy. Demos, deprived people, authority, Cressy, authority. Authority of the deprived masses is all about democracy. This really needs to be understood, because many a time, perhaps, that's not the case when we practice democracy in real life. Socio-economic revolution without bloodshed. He talked about that as well at length. And he spoke about one thing, that overwhelming focus on defense and defense preparedness, to the extent that nature preservation, health and education takes a backseat, is indeed detrimental for civilization, no doubt about that. And I understand, based on Gandhian principles, he would like to put forth nature preservation, health and education much above defense and similar other factors. Om Thanvi ji spoke about social media's huge expanded role and the huge expansion of the scope of media due to social media. And many regular mainstream media take their inputs or resources from the tweets and YouTube links and Facebook posts of many politicians, celebrities, organizations, and others. So it is important to note that social media has actually expanded the scope of media. It's not just another headache now. It's becoming close to mainstream, perhaps sometimes even may become close to mainstream. He talked about even well-known journalists, how they are using social media platforms to create alternative news channel. For example, the migrant problem of since the lockdown, that is in the month of March, April, and May, the migrant problem was not highlighted. I would like to emphatically tell, not highlighted by the televisions of the country, not even so much by the print media. It was first highlighted in social media. And one of the earliest stories for 90 days, 90 stories were given in Mozo channel, mobile journalism, Mozo channel by Barkha Dutt herself on YouTube. So that was And there were a lot of others, Abhishar Sharma to Punya Prasanna Bajpayee to many others, Anjum, and many others who had gone on ground to actually, Ajit Anjum and others, who had gone on ground to actually report migrant stories. And there were many other stories also which have first been broken in the social media, then picked up by the mainstream media. Podcast and the rise of the internet media is another very significant factor. See, these podcasts and the alternate media through the social media, they will bring in stories from the grassroots more and more. Today, the work done by P. Sainath in Pari is a fabulous work about the village economy, about the issues connected to village. Rarely, except maybe Hindu, rarely such stories are there in the mainstream media. So media can also fight negativity like the interfaith marriage and fake news. That was another point brought forth by Om Thanviji, and very rightly said, marriage is a matter of love, not of politics. So once again, appealing to all the academicians to include media literacy and health and environment communication in our learning, in our practice, and saluting the efforts of National Media Conclave for the 4th year by Upendra Padiji and team, and also thanking Sajal Mukherjee, APJ, being partner of this time, appreciating that, and paying my homage, my respect to the Honorable Vice Chancellors present who are senior to me, much senior to me, and many other academicians present here. I would like to end here. Thank you.